Hello everybody, I am Sravanti from SOIS. Today I am going to talk about Putty automation using WhatsApp Certify. There are many organizations which used to transfer huge number of files manually from Windows to Linux machine and vice versa. It takes lot of time and more number of resources to achieve this. Using WhatsApp Certify, we can eliminate this issue to a great extent. So, please watch this video to know in details about it. Today I'll cover up this agenda, what is Putty and its uses, what is PSCP and how to use it, log in to Putty automation using WhatsApp Certify, view the files in Linux machine from Windows machine via Putty automation using WhatsApp Certify, transfer file from Windows machine to Linux machine via PSCP automation using WhatsApp Certify. What is Putty and its uses? Putty is a free and open source terminal emulator, serial console and network file transfer application. It supports several network protocols including SCP, SSH, Telnet, RLogin and raw socket connection. It can also connect to a serial port. It is used as a file transfer protocol. It is also used to generate hash key. What is PSCP and how to use it? PSCP or Putty Secure Copy Protocol is a tool for transferring files securely between computers using an SSH connection. To copy a file or files using PSCP, a command window should be opened and the directory needs to be changed to the path where pscp.exe is saved. Then PSCP needs to be typed followed by the path that identifies the files to copy and the target directory. After this, enter needs to be hit followed by authentication procedures to execute the transfer. So let's see this in demo. I'm using Windows machine and I'll be transferring files to Linux machine. So I have created the process accordingly. If you want to do vice versa, then also you can do it similar way. So first I have created an integration Putty automation. In that I have called a Putty login utility, a transaction file transfer from Windows to Linux and a Putty logout utility. Let's see the login utility first. Here first I'll be executing the putty.exe file. After this, using Silverlight, I will enter the host name, the port and connection type in the Putty configuration window and click the open button. After this, it will ask for user and password. So once I provide the user and password, I'll be able to access Linux machine from my Windows machine. Let's see this file transfer from Windows to Linux code. Here first I will change the directory of Linux machine to documents folder. Then I will view what are the files currently present in the documents folder. After this I will execute a bat file. In this bat file I have created some codes to transfer the files from Windows machine to Linux machine. I'll show this sample bat file in details. After this bat file is executed, it will ask for password of Linux machine for security purpose. So once I provide it, my files will get transferred to Linux machine. After this, I'll exit the command prompt and then again I'll type the command to view now the files which are present in document folder of Linux, and here I'll be able to see the file which I have already transferred. Then I will log out from Putty application. So let's see the bat file first. So this is the bad file which I have created. I'll right click and edit. You can see here I have written the code to transfer the file from Windows to Linux. And this is the file which I'll be transferring from Windows to Linux machine. So let's see the execution. First, I'll do step and put a breakpoint at the end of this login utility and run it. So you can see here Putty application is launched, and here it will enter the required details. So it has entered the Linux user and password, and now I'll be able to access Linux machine. Here you can see welcome to Ubuntu, which means I'm able to access the Linux machine from my Windows machine. Now the next process is to transfer the files. So in this process, first I'll put some breakpoints so that it's easy for you to understand. First, I'll be changing the directory of the Linux machine to documents folder. Here I have typed the code, and in the documents folder I can see only AnyDesk is present. After this, the bad file is executed. It is asking for password. So once the password is provided, the file will get transferred. Here you can see my file is testing.txt and it says 100%. That means my file is already transferred now. Now I'll close this command prompt window. And here I have again typed the command to see whether the file is transferred now. So here you can see the testing.txt is present in documents folder. Earlier this was not present in this folder. Now I will exit or run this logout process. So the execution is complete. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please mail your query at contactus@sois.com. Join our LinkedIn group, Worksoft Expert Community. Do visit our blog at http://www.sois.com/blogs/